Hey, this is Ivan here, and we're gonna be talking about shit test. Shit test that all women do all the times, forever and ever and ever to their opposite sex counterparts. Whether you are just dating the girl, whether you just approach the girl, whether you are 15 years in a relationship, or whether you are 35 years in a marriage. The shit test will never stop. But today I will talk about a little variation of the shit test. That is where that is a little variation called competency test. Shit test slash competency, where the woman constantly tests your ability to respond with competence. Yes, shit tests are all kinds of shit tests. I'm going to make like 20 videos of varieties of shit testing, because the shit test it's like one of these terms that is just terminology from the pickup artistry community, but that's not the whole truth. And I'm here I'm here to always to bring you to the whole truth, to the truth of depth. Here we are in downtown Manhattan, doing what we're doing, going on the street, moving around, and guess what's behind me? Let me give you a little bit of yep, liquors, you know. So let's grab this liquor thing, let's grab this little thing and relate it to our conversation. Have you had this sensation that from time to time, your woman or the girl that you are dating, or even your wife, treats you like kind of like a drunkard? Like she would always shit test you with the competency test in such a way to make you feel insignificant in some areas of your life or of your relationship, and that is called the competency test. And the competency test is just common phrases that we use as humans, but with a little bit of twist of intonation. For example, you are talking about the politics, for example. You are talking about politics. And women, they don't talk about politics too much, right? So they have zero understanding in politics, because they generally are not interested in that. They are interested in feelings, relationships, feely, touchy, good stuff. What happened between John and Mary, and how they got divorced, and what a travesty was that thing. And it's basically drama. If you're a guy, we can refer this as a drama, and it's really drama. Let me go back in the light. I just got hit by a bicycle. Yeah, you see this guy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm in the good lighting here. So now, sometimes woman, with her shit testing called competency, this is the variation we are talking, you kind of have this feeling that she treats you as though you had a lot of liquors, as though you are drunk. And that competency test will be, you will notice this in her intonation. So let's say we talk about politics, and she will say, interesting, how do you know that? Something like this. I cannot make it, but in my videos I like to mock. I like this mockery kind of style, that I'm mocking some type of women. But it would sound like, you say, yeah, let's say you are against Trump. or you're for Trump. It doesn't matter. Let's say you are against Trump and say, yeah, he's just a clown, he's an asshole, you see, he's a liar. And your woman would say, interesting. How do you know that? Or something like this, in like this kind of intonation. That is a classic example of shit test with slight variation. It's not like the pure shit test that we know of. That is called a competency test. Let's say you are for Trump and you said, look at the economy, look at what he did, he is strong, he is this, he is that, he speaks what he thinks, that's a good manly quality. And here it comes, the competency test. But how do you know that? With this kind of, cool voice. So that is called a competency test. Now, I hope you understand the idea. The woman is not just simply shit testing you. She is testing your competency. And it doesn't matter, as I said in the video, it doesn't matter at what stage of the relationship you are. In a matter of fact, the longer the relationship has been, the more the shit test will turn into a competency test. And that, my friend, it's a totally natural process. So, what to be done? What's the remedy, as I would say in most of my videos? Well, most of the remedy, it is in simple suggestion. You just stay in your frame, be the man, and just say, well, I think like that because of this and this and that and that, and you throw a bunch of examples, and that's it, called the overcoming the competency test. It does not mean that you will succeed. Maybe she will say, well, I still believe Trump is an asshole, or well, I still believe Trump is a great man. It depends on which point you stood for. It doesn't mean that the woman will go in a political debate with you, but she will just, in most of the cases, she will test your competency. And that is called, my friend, a little variation of the shit test called competency test. And it's very common. It's very common. So now, all you have to do, as I always said many times, all you gotta do, stay in your frame, be a man, and just state your opinion as a normal man. The biggest mistake you can do here when you are put on the spot through the competency test is to take a girlish position, to switch your opinion, to switch to not to defend your original opinion. For example, if you say Trump is a great man, yeah, just keep stating that. Don't switch opinion, because you will fail the competency test. It does not matter what is true. Is it? It's getting philosophical, but let's say we don't believe in both these statements. Trump is not a great man, or Trump is a great man. But if you do not pass the competency test, you will not pass the competency test. So if you say Trump is a great man, and she tests you with the slight variation called competency test, do not give up. Just stay strong, stay as your manly position, and say, yes, I really believe he's a great man. Or vice versa. If you believe he's a not good leader, you say, yes, I still believe, and because of that and that and that. I hope this clarifies. It's a long video, 9 minutes about blah blah blah, but I'm doing these videos because I've been shit tested millions of times, multiple times, hundreds of times, many times, and I've been also competently tested. Competency test. I went through this test. Sometimes I failed, but but you don't have to. So that's it. Now, if you see this to be of any value, of course, I would suggest again, sign up with the channel, give thumbs up, send it to a friend, somebody who might need this information. This is a channel for men. This is a channel to help you grow as a man, to build a good character as a man. Thank you.